Hi guys, in this video we are going to talk about bad habits to avoid for hair growth. We are also going to talk about the hair structure. But first, why is it important to identify the bad habits? In life, to be able to fight against something, you need to be able to see it or identify. In fact, you cannot fight against something that you don't even know exists. It does not make any sense. For example, if the way you eat is causing you to be sick, but you don't see yourself that it's your habit with food that is making you sick, nothing will change. Because for you to make a change, you need to be aware of the actions that are leading to the result. In this case, the way you are eating is making you sick. Now, let us go back to our main topic. You want to grow your hair. You want your hair to be healthy. But there are probably some bad habits that you have with your hair that are preventing you to achieve this goal. To be able to have long healthy hair, you need to eliminate those bad habits. So let us identify them together and see how little by little you can eliminate them. But first, let's talk about the different parts of the hair, because we will see that each bad habit may have an impact on one or several parts of the hair. We have the hair shaft, the visible part of the hair that sticks out of the skin. The hair shaft is formed of 3 layers. The medulla, it is the deepest layer of the hair shaft, only seen in large and thick hairs. The cortex, it is the middle layer of the hair shaft, which provides the strength, color, and texture of a hair fiber. The cuticle, it is the outer layer of the hair shaft and it is thin and colorless. When your hair is affected, the cortex and the cuticle are the parts that are most affected. And now, let's go back to the skin. If we go from the bottom to the top, here we have the blood vessels. These vessels nourish the hair follicle and support nutrient delivery, waste elimination, and growth. Loss of blood supply to the hair follicles is associated with some forms of hair loss. Here we have the nerves. These nerves are responsible for making us feel our hair. They are responsible for making us feel all the sensations that we have in the scalp when we touch, move our hair. The dermal papilla. It is where the cells are formed. These cells play pivotal roles in hair formation, growth, and cycling. The hair root. It gives your hair blood supply and the nutrients it needs to grow. It also receives the new cells that will add up to the hair shaft. It is the only living part of the hair. The sebaceous gland. They make and secrete sebum. Sebum is a substance that provides a protective coating for your skin and your hair to help it retain moisture. So as your hair grows, it is coated with the sebum to protect the hair. Now, what can we learn in all this information? That everything is connected. It is true that the hair strand is dead, but from the tips to your scalp and even inside your head, everything is connected. So when something is affecting, for example, your blood, it will affect your hair. And if something is affecting your scalp, it will also affect the rest of your hair. And eliminating bad habits in your hair care routine will be highly beneficial, not only for your hair, but also for your own health. Now, let's talk about the bad habits, because the purpose of this specific video is to help you to identify them and to know how to eliminate them in your hair care routine. And by the way, this is not speculation. These habits have been proven by hair specialists to be bad. However, only you will decide whether or not you're going to eliminate them one by one in your hair care routine. In general, these bad habits primarily affect the cortex and the cuticle of the hair, but other parts may be affected as well. We are going to list the bad habits, but they are not in a specific order. Bad habit number 1: washing your hair aggressively. When the hair is wet, it is when it is the most vulnerable. Aggressive wash will affect the cuticle and the cortex of your hair and may even cause the hair to break. Bad habit number 2: washing your hair with extra hot water. Extra hot water can strip your hair and the skin of the essential oils provided by the sebaceous gland, making the hair more vulnerable and dry. Bad habit number 3: not using products to address your hair needs. When you do not use a comprehensive system of hair care products to best address your current hair concerns, you will not see any results and you may be even killing your hair. Bad habit number 4: brushing your hair while wet. When the hair is wet, it is when it is the most vulnerable. Brushing your hair while it's wet will affect the outer layers of your hair and may cause the hair to break. Bad habit number 5: towel drying hair. Cotton towels tend to be rough on hair, which can create friction, leading to hair breakage and damage down the road. Habit number 6: overdoing it with heat tools. Tools like blow dryers, flat irons, and curling irons can lead to damage and breakage. They really affect the cuticle and the cortex of the hair when you do not use any protection for your hair when using them, and if you are overusing them. Bad habit number 7: not detangling properly. Pulling at the knots to detangle the hair eventually leads to excessive hair breakage.